So that's good. So we're going to talk about this thing that I call the summer slump. And I originally named it Sumer Slump a couple of years ago because it's this thing that always seems to happen around, sometimes I see it as early as late April, but into May when school starts getting out, the calendar starts filling up, and I get a lot of see in September, see in August. And that just feels like such an all or nothing kind of thing to me. And I'm like, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing this start and stop and going to this. If I can't show up every day, if I can't do all of these things perfectly in summer because of school being out, vacations, changing work schedule, I'm just not going to do it at all. That's not what we want. We want to be consistently doing the little things. And so I almost wanted to change it from, let's not worry about the summer slump. How do we create a summer of self-love? How do we create finding this middle ground this summer where we're honoring our goals, we're feeling the way we want to feel, but we're enjoying the season, because this is my favorite season. I love summer. I just want to be outside in the morning. It's wonderful to get outside and walk and run, sit outside at cafes and restaurants and just everything. I just want to be outside anytime I can be outside, except when it's like 105 or stormy. Although stormy, sitting in a patio, that's not bad. So why I wanted to talk about the summer slump is because I want to try to give you some ideas to do things a little bit differently so that you're not in this all or nothing kind of place, that you can continue to honor the things that make you feel healthy and happy and enjoy that summer freedom. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 5 things. I'm going to give kind of a list. If you read the blog on Monday, there's 3 questions on there to kind of ask yourself too about what it is do I really want kind of questions. Get the mindset right. But here's some things too, these 5 things that I want to talk about. So the first thing is, and sometimes this is a really hard one depending on why you're on your journey, but I do have to let go of the notion of weight loss. Let it go for the summer, forever. I don't know. I feel like holding on to weight loss is the end goal. Not that you can't want to lose weight. That certainly can be a healthy, striving goal. But holding on to weight loss as the end goal at any means necessary, and if I'm not losing weight, then this doesn't matter. I'm not seeing results, leads into that all or nothing thinking. So the first thing I want you to do is to let go of that idea of it's all about the weight loss. The weight loss is a byproduct. Let that go. Health is your goal. Health happens at any size, okay? Health isn't attached to a specific number on the scale. So think about instead what the health goal is, what it is that makes you feel the way you want to feel, do the things that you want to do, live the life you want to live. And let's replace that, at least for the summer, and just forget about weight loss. Forget about it. So then the second thing, once you know what it is that's your health goal, what it is that you want to achieve, what it is that makes you feel good, then you can attach anchor habits to that. You can think of what are the 2, 3 things at most that are my non-negotiables that make me feel the way that I want to feel. Is that a run streak? Is that eating breakfast every day? Is that meditating every day? What is that for you? So for example, I got to move every day. That's a non-negotiable for me. But sometimes in summer that just looks different because I'd rather be outside. I don't like the treadmill anyway, but I'd rather be outside taking a walk, going for a hike, maybe instead of a run, changing around when I do weights or how I do weights. I got to move every day though, but I can adapt that with the seasons. For me, need to make sure I sleep at least 7 hours, ideally closer to 8. But sometimes all the summer, funds and goings on, I want to stay up a little later, get up a little earlier sometimes. The sunrise comes up and you're like, oh, it's time to get up. So making sure that I take care and respect the boundaries around sleep. So those are a couple of non-negotiables for me. So you think about your health goal and then you figure out what those anchor habits are. And in the course of kind of starting in summer, sometimes it's really letting go of everything because we can hold on to habits that really just no longer serve us. A great example from my own personal experience, because I've been on this fitness journey for over 20 years. And what we'll call bro science, was that had a protein shake after every workout, right? You got to get that protein in. You got to get it in. You got to get it in fast if you want to build muscle. And so I was in this routine for years and years of having a protein shake after every workout. And then finally, after, again, we learn more. You keep educating yourself. You keep reading the science. The more I learned about nutrition, and I'm like, well, I'm getting my adequate protein throughout the day. I'm like, I'm going to eat soon anyway. I'm like, what would happen if I stopped the protein shake? And guess what? Nothing really happened. Nothing really changed. Nothing really changed about how my body responded to weight training, about my weight, about my appetite. Nothing really changed. But it's funny how we can latch onto something because maybe it was the right thing to do for us at the time, and we just keep doing it. So the good thing about going into those anchor habits is you can really let go of habits that are no longer serving you. It's an opportunity to really reassess. That's what summer is actually really good for. Some people do it in January. No, summer, reassess. All right, so once you've figured out what that health goal is and you've established your anchor habits, I want you to try to automate as much as you can. So whatever you can put on automatic pilot, if it has to do with how you eat, can you join a CSA? Can you sign up for meal delivery? If it's about making sure that you have time for specific activities, what can you delegate? What can you let go of? Who can you hire? You can hire someone to clean your house just for 3 months of summer. You don't have to do it year round, but if it makes more sense, if you look at how much it costs to have someone come in and clean your house versus how much money you make to do something or how much joy that value, it's hard to put a value on joy. It might be worth it to consider doing that for just, 3 months if it's not something you do all year round. So ponder that. I'm giving you permission to hire someone to clean your house. Not that you need my permission for anything, but sometimes it's hard for us to do that for ourselves. So I want you to automate your vitamins. There are services that you can get your vitamins delivered once a month. I want you to automate your contact lenses. I want you to automate when your dry cleaning gets picked up. Anything that can free you up to focus on your anchor habits and the moments that matter, do it. Do it, do it, do it. So you've got your automation. Give yourself permission to do whatever kind of movement makes you happy. Now, I sit here all the time and talk about you got to strength train. You got to strength train. Strength training is important. It is super important for a whole lot of reasons. But I don't want anybody suffering away at a workout, missing out on a family reunion or time playing with somebody. You might have to get creative. You can do some squats and push-ups on the park bench. You need to do some of those things sometimes, but don't do movement that's making you feel like you're missing out. Don't do movement that makes you feel like punishment. Find the movement that makes you happy and fosters connection. Go on a hike with friends. Go do a different class than you might normally do. Take everybody rock climbing. That's strength training. That's a lot of strength trying to climb a wall. Do something different. Movement that makes you happy and fosters connection. And then the last thing, and I think this is a big one all year round, but I really want to hammer it home with these nice long days of summer. Seriously, this is my favorite time of year. Start the day with something positive. Too often, we start the day one with the scarcity mindset. We wake up, we open our eyes, and we're like, I don't know how I'm going to get it all done today. Like there's so much going on. Or we sit down at the computer and we pull up Facebook. Or maybe you don't even sit on the computer. Maybe your phone is right there by the bed and you grab it and it's like the first thing you look at. Or you turn on the radio. Like I like listening to NPR in the morning, but sometimes I need something else before that because I know I'm going to hear something weird has happened in the world or something awful has happened in the world. So try to start your day with something really positive. That could be meditation. That could be prayer. That could be doing some sort of spiritual reading or just a really good book that you want to treat yourself with. That could be journaling. That could just be coffee out on the deck, watching the sun rise in silence or with the birds singing. But do something positive. And if you do these 5 things, if you focus on a health goal other than weight loss, if you hone in on a couple of key anchor habits and let the rest be, trust your instincts, automate the rest, do movement that makes you happy, and start your day with something positive, you're going to feel amazing. Will it all go perfectly? No, it never goes perfectly. Life's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect to be good. But you're going to feel so much better when fall rolls around than if you just said, I've got too much going on. I don't want to have to worry about it. Or if you try to stick to some sort of rigid routine. So there you go. Those are the 5 tips I promised you. Now, I do have a special Summer Slump program that's going to be starting. Actually, registration opens today. I'm only going to have the registration for, 3 days. So noon on Saturday, June 8th, where we're going to focus on basically 3 anchor habits over the summer for those 8 weeks. You'll get an email every day to start yourself something positive. You'll get flexible workouts in there. There's a few surprises because I like doing these videos, right? But I also prefer, enjoy in real life connection. Now, I have had some clients do the see in September, but I also have lots more folks coming in. So I'm not really going to have at this moment that much opening up from a personal training perspective for people to come in and work with me in real life, but we can do this online. And for those of you who are going to do the Summer Slump program, then I'm going to do a couple of special meetups. We're going to do a special farmers market tour. We're going to do a special kind of fun play workout. And the first couple of people that sign up may get a self-care kit. So I've got some really cool stuff to put in your self-care box to kind of help you get through and make this a summer of self-care. Find some food freedom, find your middle ground, find some flexibility, and taking care of yourself. So registration for that is open. If you go to thrivepersonalfitness.com shop/thrivepersonalfitness.com/shop, that's where you can sign up. I'm also will send you the information. I'm going to send this link out in case you want to watch it again. For those folks who didn't get to join us live, because there were several people signed up that were not able to join us here live on the webinar. So I'll send more information out about that. But now I'm going to be quiet and see if you all have anything. You can type your questions in the chat and I can see them and I'll see if you have any questions. I haven't seen anything come up so far, but I'll pause. And of course, I truly appreciate you taking time at this kind of strange time, kind of working around those training sessions and working around those other things that go on in the day. So thank you for joining for this talk. I knew it wouldn't take 30 minutes, but I'm certainly open to taking questions if anybody has anything. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any questions, so I really appreciate you joining for this quick, hopefully informative webinar. Hopefully it gave you something to think about. I will send out the replay tomorrow along with the information about the Summer Slump program in case you're not already a client and that's something that you think you need a little extra help and accountability with through the summer, kind of rethinking your fitness program. I will send that all out to you tomorrow. And if it's not for you, you know what? Share it with a friend. I'm more than happy and open to you sharing the information that I send out to you anytime. So since I don't have any questions, oh wait, I got one more. I got a question. Comment. Actually, yeah, habits. That is a form of automation. That's a really good point. So that's a good parting thing. Habits do free us up. It is automation. Right? That's one less thing we have to think about. And there's a whole lot of stuff going on. So, all right. Well, we will take it from there. We will wrap it up. Good habits are personal automation. They find freedom for us. Have a lovely evening. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Bye.